Sorry, gamers, 1 second. Ah! Alright, gamers, let's get our last segment of the week underway. This week in gaming has been, well, it's been pretty boring. Not a lot of crazy stuff has happened in the biz, but hey, you can't expect every week to be crazy. And there was still some okay news this week, so let's check it out. The Elder Scrolls Online has got its first game-breaking bug. Players found an exploit that allowed them to farm unlimited amounts of gold, which is bad, I think. ZeniMax, the developers of the game, have already stepped in and solved the problem. However, it's unclear how much the gold exploit threw off the in-game economy. Elder Scrolls has been getting its fair share of cheaters, and just last month they had to ban a few thousand players permanently for cheating. Good news for people who like Hearthstone but don't really have the time to play video games except when on the John. Hearthstone's coming to the iPad. The game will make a seamless transition onto the device. It was played on the PC via click and drag actions, so that will translate quite well into finger swipes and other hand-based movements. PC crowdfunded game Star Citizen is continuing to blow the mind of many by its insanely high amount of money it's amassed. The game just reached its newest milestone of 42 million. The stretch goal will provide players with new ships in-game, as well as an updated Observist guide, which features holographic ships, items, and a 3D navigation interface. EVE Online developers, CCP Game, had a smallish team working on an MMO called A World of Darkness, which was about frickin' vampires. This MMO had been cancelled, and some of the 56 developers working on the game were canned. The game was announced way back in 2006, and then it went darker than its title. It's not a huge surprise the game was cancelled. I'm sure that CCP Games is just going to focus on the monolith that is EVE Online. Well, gamers, that's really all there was to this week. Not a whole lot. The 360 release of Titanfall made some splashes, and Sony sold $42 million worth of Square Enix stock, but that's it. Catch you later, gamers. Kevin, signing off.